This is Fox 59 Sports Overtime.
Hello and welcome to Sports Overtime here on Fox 59. I'm Chris Hagan. The Colts on the home field today trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The schedule makers delivered the perfect early Christmas present. The 3-11 Tennessee Titans. A winter whiteout today at Lucas Oil Stadium. Colts decked out from head to toe. Later, it's Jonathan Taylor breaking free for the 65-yard touchdown run. Hang on to it. Wait for it. Doesn't drop that one all the way to the house. Colts up 14-7. Also a rough day last week for A.D. Mitchell. He atones with this catch, perhaps the best one of his career. Look at that. Set up a Matt Gay fielder would score his third touchdown. Colts go up 38-7. Now Tennessee would actually rally to make this a game, a one-possession score, but the Colts get the job done, and they survive. They improve to 7-8 on the season. 38-30, the final from Lucas Oil Stadium, and our Dave Griffiths was there.
A breakaway run here, a gaping hole there, and all of a sudden the Colts are setting a single-game franchise rushing record in their win over the...
Looking to have one of these type of games all year. I know our O-line's been looking to, be able to help him out like that, but just seeing it happen is just surprising because, that guy's really good.
And as AR mentioned, it does not happen without a physically imposing offensive line.
Those plays don't go just based off of one guy blocking. I mean, it's everybody, right? So some of those plays are very, I wouldn't say finessey, but everybody's got to be in the right position at the right time, and that hole miraculously opens up.
I'd say, credit to JT and AR getting us in the right calls, and takes all 11 guys out there, and designing the run game too. So coaches included, so it's awesome.
Defensively, it was far from all roses for the Colts, allowing quarterback Mason Rudolph to get off to a fast start before they were able to slow him down with some takeaways. 3 at the end of the day, 2 of them from Kenny Moore.
It's complementary football. It's something that we've been trying to work on all season long. So somebody gotta make a play to put the offense in the right position to go get points. There's a lot of room for improvement. Obviously, it's a big day for the O-line and JT, and defensively he was able to feed off of that, and we just got to finish off. Obviously we gave up too much late in the game, and we gotta develop that killer instinct.
Only 2 more games to do that, but for now, playoff hopes remain just barely alive. With the Colts, I'm Dave Griffiths.
Put the team first, so it's awesome. I mean, shout out to the guys up front. I mean, they do a ton of the heavy lifting week in and week out. All
right, thanks, Dave. Now let's bring in JMV from 93.5, 107.5, The Fan. Weekdays at 3, but every Sunday night right here with us. John, does this make up for that mile-high meltdown, the way the Colts went out there and kind of made huge contributions in all 3 phases?
Absolutely not. Not even close to it, because you're still on the verge to be eliminated, and you put yourself, think about the situation they'd be in had they won that game. And honestly, had the touchdown counted, it'd been 41 instead of 40 with Jonathan Taylor. Didn't drop the ball. We're looking at the complexity of the end of the season so much differently. This is not a playoff-worthy team. Now, granted, the NFL is chock full of non-playoff-worthy teams, as we have seen. But no, it doesn't make up for it. I'm glad that they won. I selected them to win. You wanted to see them come out and play and go at it hard, and certainly they did until basically the end of the 4th when they gave up a lot of that lead. But still, it doesn't come close to making up for the fiasco that was in Denver last week, for sure.
See, I try to be positive. Here comes John with the negativity. And what about Jonathan Taylor? Obviously, he was really hard on himself, as he should be, after dropping that football. It probably changed the outcome of the game and perhaps the season. He was a man on a mission today, wasn't he?
He was, too. I tell you what, his mission, I think, was made even better for him, because they decided after that pick that Anthony Richardson was not going to be allowed to throw football for a while. So they're going to run it. They were going to run it because Richardson couldn't throw it. And then obviously you found a couple of big hitters right there. Anthony did have a couple of passes here or there, but simply not enough to make any long-term decisions still about him being an elite-level quarterback. But I think that was the product, again, of them fighting. They kept going to the left side of the offensive line. You're talking about Ryman, you're talking about Nelson. You're going behind those guys right there. There were gaping holes, and Jonathan Taylor was big time in doing that today, and a couple of big clips for touchdowns, and a very impressive stat-stuffing performance for him.
Well, the Colts lead the league in having one-score games. I guess by rule they had to have one again today. Was that just typical of this season? You can't have just a blow-the-doors-off game and coast to victory?
Yeah, that's what happens when your team's not very good, right? They're just not very good. I mean, they're mediocre at best. I think we would all come to that conclusion right now, and that's what a mediocre team at best does. And, you know, I mentioned a lot of the NFL is in similar fashion. I thought lucky today, fortunate if you will, that Tennessee's so stinking bad. Because, you know, they decided to make more of a stand early on that game, then we could have been looking at maybe Minnesota, right? A couple of years ago and how embarrassing that was. But they were able to hold on, and in part because Tennessee may be the worst team in the NFL right now.
Well, speaking of bad teams, the Colts have 2 more on the schedule. If they do go 9-8, make the playoffs, don't make the playoffs, does that change your opinion on where this franchise is right now and what kind of changes need to be in store?
No, it doesn't. I think they need to have overhauls here. I mean, we've been through this before. Not overalls, but overhauls here. We've been through this before. And I don't at all believe that that's going to change even if being 9-8. However, Chris, I will tell you this. I don't think they will change if they go to 9-8. I think they'll try to sell it as organizationally, hey, look, we're a game above 500. We had to bench our quarterback. He's still learning and all this stuff we've heard now, again, for a second year. I think if they go 9-8 and finish out the season with 2 wins, then you're going to see the same group back again to do it again next year. In the world of mediocrity, Chris, the NFL and your team is not where you want to be placed, and that's where the Colts have been.
Well, there'll be no changes as far as J&B goes. He's there at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Give him a listen and check him out here on Sunday nights. John, we'll do it again next week.
If there's anybody that knows mediocrity, it's me, Chris. I know it when I see it. Thank you, buddy.
All right, John, on that note, let's hit a break. Back with more after this. The Pacers visiting Sacramento. Tyrese Halliburton's first NBA home before the trade to Indiana. Into the first quarter, blue and gold forces steel. They head the other way. And Ben Shepherd is there to lay it in at the horn. Game tied at 52. At the break, the Pacers coming out ready to roll. Tyrese, the driving layup, puts the Pacers up big. Halliburton reaches the 5,000-point mark for his career. Then check out this goofy play. Goofy as in great. Jarris Walker throws the ball to himself off the backboard, then dishes to Thomas Bryant, who knocks down the 3. Big man getting it done. Pacers win their 4th straight, 122-95. 11 wins, 8 in the Big Ten.